Life will not always be as you expect it to be. There are a lot of things that can happen unexpectedly, but of course, all these things have a purpose and a reason. Once there was a boy who dreamed of big and happy things. His life was pretty ordinary, and he was contented with it. He lived in a simple farm in a small town. He has always looked forward to the early morning, as he felt that as a new day came, a new beginning awaited for him. He goes to the farm very early, since that is his favorite part of the day. It made him feel relaxed and free, which for him made life worth living. As he dreamed to grow up and be successful in life, he knows that he needed an education in order to make those dreams happen. Although sitting in class was not the best part of his day, he tried his very best to understand the things that were being taught. But as best as he tried, he couldn't seem to understand the lessons. The letters appeared to be all jumbled up, and he could not comprehend the words. He thought instead of being on the farm, where he thought he was happiest and free. Because he was unable to understand the lessons, his classmates taunted and teased him. "Stupid! Dummy! What an idiot!" They did not know how hard he tried to study. They made fun of him, and because of that, he wanted to be alone. He thought again about it, being on the farm, where he thought he was happiest and free. And why did this boy feel so happy and free on that simple farm? Because as each morning came, he would look into the rising horizon and feel as if all things were possible. It was a new day, a new beginning, and as his eyes looked up at the clouds, birds would come to his sight, and each time he saw this, he was filled with incredible excitement. That is true freedom, he thought to himself. He wanted to be just like the birds flying in the sky, free to go wherever they please and do whatever they want to. No one telling them that they could not do it. It was exactly what he wanted to become, so he could fly and fulfill his dreams. But for now, he had no other choice but to live in this small town and do the best with what he had. Many months passed, and the boy lived the same routine. But then one morning came, and something unusual happened. As the boy walked to the farm, he saw a man dressed up flawlessly. The man introduced himself as the young boy's great uncle, who had come to invite the boy to live with him and get an education in the city. His great uncle said that he had gotten word that the boy was struggling in school, but he was sure that it was just a change of scenery that this boy needed in order to study better. It was clear to the boy that his relative would be the key in making his dreams come true. The man wanted to provide the better boy a better life for a better future. And so there were no other words than "yes" coming from the boy. The two left the farm as the people who mocked the boy and made fun of him stood by and watched. They did not envy the boy, for they thought he was an idiot who was sure to return to the small town and soon as he failed his schooling in the city. But the boy could not be affected by their negativity. He was more than ever ready to turn his dreams into a reality. Having been given the opportunity to achieve his dreams, the boy knew he needed to work hard. Through teachers and tutors, he was able to overcome his learning disability. He would study almost the entire day, tirelessly reading over and over again. With his uncle's blessing, he enrolled in an aviation academy. He spent his mornings in class and spent the rest of the day in the library, studying. He made sure to make his days productive. He excelled in all of his classes, aced all his tests, and built good rapport with his teachers and classmates. The little boy from the farm was becoming a young man. After years of hard work, that young man graduated with the highest honors. All of his relatives watched him as he gave his speech. He thanked his uncle for aiding him in his journey to become a pilot. As the boy was able to achieve his dreams and to celebrate, he decided to take a trip back to the farm. Much to his surprise, the little town he had once lived in had not changed much, but the people had grown older naturally as he did. His old classmates went to him and could not believe their eyes. Was this the stupid boy they had made fun all of these years? Even now, as they saw him in his pilot's uniform, they doubted his success, but the young man still was not affected by their negativity. After all, how could those townspeople understand something that they themselves had not experienced? It was only this small town that they had known that made the young man all the more grateful for his life thus far. The next morning, he went to the farm and waited for the sun to rise. He looked towards the horizon and watched the birds fly, but this time, it did not strike him with the same grandeur as it did before. For now, he felt at peace. He now knew the freedom that those birds. He was very thankful for the opportunities that were given to him. He made his family happy, but most importantly, he was happy with himself. Life will not always be as you expect it to be, he thought to himself. There are a lot of things that can happen unexpectedly, but of course, all these things have a purpose and a reason. He now understood that.